Garlinghouse talks XRP. You need to hear it. XP price talk at the end. Government said BTC was good for nothing. Now they're all gobbling it up. Michael Saylor talks about the strategic reserve plan. Alt season, is it over? BTC dominant.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Happy Saturday, crypto dudes and chicks. Before we get into the Saturday morning news, yeah, you know the deal. Your comments come first. Hot, spicy, naughty, relevant. Maybe I'll share it beginning of the next video. William Meredith says exchanges need regulations. A new coin has to meet requirements for launch. We're talking about Fartcoin and how no matter what people say, there's always going to be stupid stuff listed. William, honestly, exchanges do have standards. Coinbase lists and delists stuff all the time. Same thing with Binance. Here's the problem. A lot of these exchanges use their own standards because the current guidelines regarding cryptos sucked major buzz. Saturday morning cartoons? Hell no, it's Saturday morning crypto with Klaus. Web Scout Leader says I'm 523rd. Should probably try to be 69. Says the government. You're the only hope. Take care of yourself and yours. For real, government avoided shutdown last night, but come on. You know why they avoided it? So they could go home for Christmas. These people are scumbags. Jason Smith says, thanks for the news, Klaus. You're not a mailman, but you always deliver. Merry Christmas, bro. Sometimes they say I work for the union because I lay a lot of pipe. Ask my wife. By the way, when the Senate votes, I will be sure to share that with you. Bitcoin sitting at 97,580. We're clawing our way back. ETH at 3402. XRP got to hear what Brad says that we're at $2.25. ADA, not at $1, but 92 cents. XLM, not at 40 cents, but sitting at 36. Which one of your holdings took the biggest beating? Now, on the flip side, though, some of them are starting to roar back pretty strong. SWI up almost 12%. Doge up almost 10%. Pay up 11%. Bitcoin dominance shows signs of recovery after a 6% dip. Ki Youngju shared on X that Bitcoin dominance is rebounding. He emphasized that the current conditions do not mirror the classic alt season narratives that have characterized past cycles. Instead, a handful of altcoins have outperformed, attracting liquidity while the main of the group have been unaffected. Altcoin season, we're at 46 out of 100, which means what? BTC dominance. I got to ask you the question. Is this how you thought alt season would go? Because for real, when we're watching this, okay, a few weeks ago, you're watching this one pop. Then a day later or two, then this one pops. And then it was this one a day or two later. Then this one. It was all at different times instead of the whole market going up together. And in fact, some of these alts didn't even really rally that much at all. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sol is still good at 185 compared to where it was, but it's nowhere near what people were expecting. What about ETH at 33.92? What a laggard right there. Governments and banks once mocked BTC, now they want in on it. Okay, I'm highlighting this because think, just a couple years ago, banks, governments were like, yo, crypto sucks. People that are in crypto are losers. They're degens. Well, these banks and governments must be degens now because they're getting into stuff that we've gotten into for a while. Boaz Sobrato, a London-based fintech analyst, said Bitcoin has transformed from being a niche asset favored by political dissidents and criminals carrying out illicit transactions to something that central banks have to keep in mind and consider. Continues to say, the IMF has put very anti-crypto political guidelines into place when negotiating with countries that require its own assistance. It's gone from being an academic question to a practical real one, and one that central banks are taking very seriously. Yeah, just talked about how the IMF told El Salvador, yo girlfriend, you need to turn back some of these BTC regs that you got because it's not good for our traditional finance. Now remember, the United States is big into it, the UK is big into it, and other countries as well are getting into the BTC reserves. So ask yourselves, this is the price that we're sitting at now with BTC and the rest of the crypto market. What happens when more countries, companies, and states want to get in and hold crypto on their books? Is the price going to go down or up? Comment down below. Speaking of the price going up, well, man, if Michael Saylor gets his way, BTC will be roaring. And don't worry, we've got the Brad Garlinghouse XRP price talk coming up. But Saylor proposes a strategic reserve amid criticism of volatility. Yes, there's a lot of volatility in BTC. But what kind of volatility do you have when your country's dealing with double-digit inflation. I'm sure BTC beats that out. A strategic digital asset policy can strengthen the U.S. dollar, neutralize the national debt, and position America as a global leader in the 21st century, empowering millions of business, driving growth, and creating trillions of value. That's what Saylor said. Saylor's proposal asserts that a potential of proactive digital asset policy to foster renaissance in capital markets. Basically, what he's saying is, look, we need to get in the strategic reserve to undo the pain from inflation, government inefficiencies. I said not efficiencies. The government is not efficient. If that's what you heard, you drank too much last night and your ears are still ringing. Naughty, naughty. But basically, Saylor wants this to happen. Now, why does he want to happen? Because he owns a ton of BTC. Other players want this to happen, but then you see the volatility with BTC, but then you got to remember to zoom out. Now, let's talk about Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. Ripple CEO pinpoints the aspect where XRP is superior to Bitcoin. Commenting on XRP superiority when used for payments, he noted that Bitcoin transactions can often take an hour to confirm and incur high fees. This makes Bitcoin impractical for everyday transactions. Okay, but a lot of these players, like El Salvador, use layer 2 technology. They don't use, there's like a layer on top of BTC that uses a pool of BTC and moves it within seconds. Let me ask you this too. Does the market give a flying shit? No. BTC, slow as F for payments, rocket ship price-wise. XRP, fastest payments. Not a rocket ship, but maybe we're taking our Mazda Miata up to the moon. XLM, fast AF for payments. Does the market value as much as BTC? No. The play for BTC right now is not how fast it does payments. Michael Saylor does not give a fuck about payments. Strategic reserves do not care about payments. It's store of value. How fast is gold? Right? Gold's a store of value. Can you sell gold within seconds? No, you got to go in your car. You got to go somewhere. They got to go weigh it. They're going to test it. It's not done within seconds. Gold is a store of value play. Bitcoin is referred to as the digital gold. We've even seen government agencies out there refer to BTC as digital gold. So I get it. XRP, amazing for payments. But the store of value play is where all the money is. Why is everyone right now talking about we need a strategic reserve, not a faster payment method? Because the money is in strategic reserve and everyone can get into that. El Salvador got into it. Right? I've talked to you about other countries, companies, and states that are getting into it. They're not worried about the payment aspect of it. They want the value. They want to guard themselves against government screwing it up, fiat breaking down, and inflation. So Brad, love it, but boobala. People aren't into XRP the same reason they're into BTC. But the players that are into BTC are driving the price to the freaking moon. Store of value, not payments. Fear and Greed Index, we're sitting at 62 right now with Bitcoin season right now at 46. Market cap has gone down a little bit over here, but we're still overall very strong. In terms of XRP price, well, over the last 7 days, we're down 7%. Pretty much everyone in the market over the last 7 days is down 7%. Some players are in the red for 30 days, but XRP isn't. Up 100% in the last 30 days. Specifically zooming into XRP, but before we do that, look at the volume. Volume, last 24 hours, yeah, still up. Let's talk about XRP specifically. All right, sitting right now at 17.6 billion in volume, down 40%. Why is the volume down so much? Because it's the weekend. And it's like it's trading like traditional finance does, where Monday through Friday it's hot AF and then the weekends get boring. Next week, here's my warning for you, expect volume to be super freaking low. Why? Because the entire world, almost, is going to be celebrating Christmas. So you got Christmas Eve and Christmas Day happening in the middle of the week, and all the big shots out there are going to go on freaking vacation. Now, XRP price support, look, it looks like we're getting it well above $2. In fact, it looks like $2.20 looks even better. What else do I got for you? Hold on, girlfriend, look at this. Oh, tokenization news that just happened 6 hours ago. Ooh, asset tokenization and XRPL aiming for a $16 million market by 2030. Does XRPL tokenization news give us price action? No, it doesn't. It's the macros. It's the global optimism with new regs coming into play. Looking at the 15-minute candlestick tells us what? Yeah, here's that candlestick where we hit the 220 and we bounced right up from there. Now, could we hold past 235? No, we couldn't. What are my alerts right now? My alerts are set at this high candlestick right here at 238.5 and 220 on the low side. If anything breaks with outside of that range, I'm going to be sure to share it with you. We've had two big tests with XRP, and both times we've done well, bouncing back up above $2. Remember, we had the bounce back correction here after the 60-minute hits piece where we dropped down but then propelled back up again. Look at this one, right? We bounced up, we went back down. Does that mean later today we're going to be bouncing back up again as the volume starts shriveling down? Either way, XRP price is hot, and we just got to tread water till January 20th. When the new regime takes place, and then we got to tread water and hope that they get those regs done fast AF. Why? Well, because BTC has widely been recognized as a commodity. It's stealing the store of value play, and we would love for more companies, countries, and states to put XRP on their books, but we need better regs from the SEC, and we're getting that hopefully in 2025. And I get the allure for using XRP payments because it's so cheap and it's so fast, but you don't make money on it. And where do you make money? On the store of value play. Countries across the globe have billions into gold. It's not so that they can move gold and make payments with it. No, it's so that they can hold a store of value. That's where the money is. A couple weeks ago, I reported on the first major company to put XRP on its books as a store of value. That's juice. We need way more of that. That's why Sailor right now is trying to pimp BTC to everyone. Not because it's fast at payments, not because it's cheap at payments, but because a store of value. And that right there is way bigger than any payment news. In fact, look at Meme. Is Meme about payments? No, Meme is about like culture. What's hot, spicy, and relevant at the time. So when price action flows there, it's not necessarily the utility, it's the utility of making money. And that's what it's all about. So volume going down this weekend. Gonna stay down into next week because it's Christmas. A lot of traditional finance players across the globe, it's a globe, it's not flat earth, weirdos. The globe, they're gonna be taking Christmas week off. XRP, well, let's hope we can keep holding above 220 because remember, the market is happy with 220. I know not all of you are happy with 220, but XRP keeps seeming to bounce back up with those hard hits above 220, and then we flirt in that 220, 230, 240, 250 range. When we get to that top end action, you see that's when a lot of trigger fingers go on there because they're like, yo, I need to sell. It's getting a little hot. But that's the range where we're at now. And that's where we're going to be until what? Until January 20th when Gensler is finally gone. Trump officially takes office, and maybe we get some presidential executive action going on. That would be juicy for crypto. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out because as news breaks, 7 days a week, it's Saturday morning, I'm doing crypto news with you. You won't miss out. How do we end videos? It's easy. Say it with me. Choo choo, bitches.